I
get home.
heard that.
Yeah.
Jeff Natale from the right side takes an off-speed pitch from Jose Pena on the off the outside corner for a ball.
It is the goal of any batter is to get home.
Yes,
And
everybody just wants to go home.
You don't think of that.
The next one is low and outside, 2-0 on Natale.
Natale's 1 for 2.
Right-handed hitting left fielder takes that one in the dirt. I mean, you can't find the strike zone here to start off the sixth.
Struck out in the first and then singled to left in the third inning. Stole second base, was left stranded.
The 3-0 is right down the middle, and of course Natale taking all the way because, as we all know, it is very difficult to get a 7-run homer.
And Natale's a junior at Trinity College, native of Hampton, Connecticut.
Slight delay as the ball got on the field from the Quarry Dogs bullpen. So now Pena will deliver the 3-1, and it is low, ball 4. Jeff Natale with a leadoff walk in the sixth, exactly not what Jose Pena wanted to do. Exactly what the Twisters need. Now we'll bring up the cleanup man, Shea McFeely. First one is low outside for a ball. McFeely having a night that I'm used to seeing when I'm playing for a team. Walking a strikeout. That's all I ever did when I played. Takes that next one on the outside corner. 1 ball and 1 strike on McFeely.
Sounds familiar to me too. I used to walk a lot. I didn't strike out that much though, but a lot of walks though.
That's why we're here, not down there. The 1-1. A deep drive to left center field. This ball is going back, and neither the left fielder or the center fielder will even get back to the fence before that ball carries out. So Shea McFeely with the first home run of the season as a team, and it's now 7-2 Quarry Dogs.
Oh, that was a shot that just carried right out of here in a hurry. There's almost no doubt about that one.
Neither Roblin or Farkas really even bothered to get back to the fence as that ball was hit on a line to left center field, and the Twisters are on the board at 7-2.
I believe that's the first home run of the season for the Torrington Twisters club here in 2004. Yep, McFeely, number 1. It has been missing is the long ball.
Nate Jaggers takes the first pitch, fastball right down the middle. That leadoff walk coming back to hurt Pena. Twisters' offense has been here, just unable to get the big hit. There's another fastball right down the middle. Jaggers had squared the bunt but pulled it back. Now 0-2.
Yeah, they just need to put it all together. You know, that one big inning, and maybe that'll start a new trend for the rest of the season for the Twisters.
The 0-2 is low, stopped by Derek Tucker. After that home run, left-hander Billy McLean began warming up in the Q-Dogs pen. Now 1-2. Line drive over the head of Long into right center field. This ball will be cut off by the right fielder Meade, and a big turn around the bag is taken by Jaggers. He will be held to a single. A nice job by Andy Meade to keep that to a 1-base hit, but Jose Pena is struggling here on the 6th.
Now batting, catcher, number 22.
Still no one out in the top of the 6th inning. 2 runs are in for the Twisters. That will bring a visit to the mound by pitching coach Mike Fahey.
That was a nice opposite field single for Nate Jaggers. Nobody out.
Leadoff walk to Jeff Natale on 5 pitches. Shea McFeely on a 1-1 pitch, then hit a line drive home run to left center field. No doubt about that one. And then on 1 and 2, Jaggers with a line drive single to right center field. The first 3 men get on board. First 2 scored. None down in the 6th. 7-2 Quarry Dogs. Suddenly this game is getting a bit more interesting. Still not at the edge of your seat level yet, but again, still early. Anything can happen. This is a big ballpark, deep around to the fence, but also big gaps and big down the line, as the first pitch to Ted Juba is down low.
Well, that's the essence of baseball, too, though. A lot of people talk about how slow the game can go sometimes, but I mean, every time the ball leaves the pitcher's hand, you don't know what's going to happen. And a game could change. You never know what's going to happen in a baseball game. I mean, a game in the third inning could be totally different than it is in the eighth inning.
Kind of looked like he started to make his way out to the mound, but I'm not sure whether he decided against it or not, because that would have spelled the end of the night for Pena. He returns to the dugout. Now the 1-0 is on the way, and it too is low. 2-0 now on Ted Juba.
Juba's 1 for 2. He singled to left back in the second. Was caught off third and then flied to right in the fourth inning.
A slow chopper up the first baseline. Schultz ranges, makes a tough throw to Pena. He makes the catch, but unable to find the bag. So everybody is safe. Jagger is down to second, and now Juba on at first.
Well, that would have been a nice play. That was a nice attempt between Schultz and Pena down there, and Pena tried to dive back to the bag and couldn't quite get Juba in time.
Single. That will be a single for Ted Juba. And that's the end of the night now for Pena. Billy McLean, the left-hander out of Stonehill College, will be the new pitcher.
The right fielder,
Pena, right?
Brian Kavanaugh.
So Kavanaugh, the first pitch. Curveball, very tough curveball. And it's apparently a little low. Ball one.
Brian Kavanaugh's 1 for 2. He doubled the center in the second and then grounded out the second base in the fourth.
Left-hand hitting right field. Hits it on the ground to the second baseman long. Perfect double play ball. They got the runner caught off of second base, and a great job. A great job by Ted Juba. That was an easy double play. Long decided to try to tag the runner, and he just stopped. And that allows Kavanaugh to get down to first on a fielder's choice. Jagger's down to third, but instead of 2 outs, there's only 1 away.
Yeah, there was no way that Kavanaugh was not going to be safe at first base at that point, obviously, and fortunately Juba can't go anywhere and he's retired. But
And Long tagged the man right on the face. I'm sure that's not something that Juba likes, especially as a catcher. He doesn't need to be hit anymore.
all right.
So now first and third, 1 away. As Ted Juba does a good job to get himself hung up in that. Nothing he could have done about it. The first one, another tough curveball to Cale Cruz, but again it's low and inside for ball 1.
Juba was able to keep it just to 1 out instead of a double play. That was nice base running by Ted Juba.
The ball was hit kind of slowly on the ground along a flip. They would have gotten a man at second. I'm not sure if they would have turned the double play. Now a fastball ripped down the left field line, foul. The count is a ball and a strike on Cruz. One. Again, hit on the ground up the third baseline and foul. 1 and 2 on the right hand, including the first baseman. Rare to see a first baseman batting 8th. That's what we have. Cruz 0 for 2, 2 flyouts to the outfield. The 1-2 is line foul the other way. And Cruz doing a good job to fight off some tough Billy McLean offerings.
And making them work.
Quarry Dogs lead the Twisters 7-2, top of the 6th inning. 2 runs in, 2 men on for the Twisters here in the 6th. As that one right down the middle for a strike 3. Billy McLean gets the big strikeout and there's 2 away. Now we'll go to the number 9 man, Anthony Norman.
Norman, a sophomore at UCLA. Carson, California. He's 0 for 2. He struck out in the second and grounded back to the pitcher, or bunted back to the pitcher.
Tough curveball. I think Emerson, the plate umpire, gave up on that one as he called it high for ball 1. Billy McLean has had a terrific curve tonight. He's yet to get it called for a strike, though. Now we'll go back to the fastball and a waving swing and a miss. Norman, left-handed hitting center fielder against the left-handed pitching Billy McLean. That one very short, hops in front of Tucker. Throw down to second, but the runner is in safely at second base. Kavanaugh, a wild pitch, charged to be a steal. All right, the steal for Kavanaugh, but the runner on third will stay put. And Nate Jaggers. On the 2-1. And going after a pitch up and in and foul tipping it into the mitt off Tucker. So the count now 2-2 on the number 9 man.
Well, Twister's got a runner 90 feet away, but 2 outs. But Jaggers down at third base.
The 2-2. Strike, swung on a miss, strike 3. Billy McLean comes in and does a terrific job. Inherits runners on first and second with nobody out and does not allow either of them two to score. The Twisters do get 2 in the inning on the Shea McFeely 2-run blast.
Go off of Jesse Darcy.
And he will be greeted by the bottom third in the Quarry Dogs order, Meade, Tucker, and Long. Right-handed Darcy will throw the first pitch very hard, fastball, low and away, ball 1. Wow, that had some giddy up on it.
Meade is 1 for 2, a strikeout and a double to left.
Another hard fastball on the outside corner. 1-1 now. Portland State product.
Meade scored a run in the 4th inning on a fly ball.
Squares the bunt, gets one up the third baseline. Foul. He will have to come back with the count of the ball and 2 strikes. Jesse Darcy looks like a very hard thrower. Has a 15.43 ERA. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that might be a bit deceiving.
Right, yeah, just 2.1 innings pitched, but he's given up 4 runs.
Another hard fastball. Me just fighting it off that. And foul. Count remains 1-2.
Yeah, Darcy was an all-county selection from Division Avenue High School.
Broken bat up the third baseline. Both the bat and the ball go up there. And McFeely throws Meade out at first base. Bat stopped just in front of the third baseman. Really not much of a problem for McFeely as the first one is gone in the 6th.
Catcher number 3,
For Derek Tucker.
Tucker struck out looking in his first at-bat in the 2nd, reached base on an error by the third baseman in the 4th. Later came around to score.
And that was such a hard fastball. It was just off the outside corner, but the catcher, Juba, couldn't make the catch of it. That's how hard Darcy is throwing. So 1-0 on Tucker, and swinging through. It looked like he took something off of that one. Tucker swung and missed for strike 1. Chris Schuker and Jeremy Palutro, glad you're with us. The 1-1 is hit on one big hop to the second baseman. Oxendine throws to first for the second out. 2 ground ball outs here by Jesse Darcy in the 6th inning.
Now batting, number 6, Jason Long.
And the bottom of the order, Jason Long.
Long.
Really typified what the Quarry Dogs like to do offensively with a suicide squeeze bunt. 2nd one of the season for the team back in that 5-run 4th inning. Long looks at a strike at the knees and then looks at a strike on the outside corner, so very quickly he's down 0-2 without moving back. Darcy is working very quickly and he throws that one eye level, a ball and 2 strikes. Goodness, don't look away or you'll miss a pitch. He catches that ball on top of the rubber and ready to go. He's already set to bring the 1-2. Hitting it high in the air to shallow left field. Natali will come on. He will settle under it and make the catch. A 1-2-3-6 for Jesse Darcy. Quarry Dogs still lead the Twisters by the score of 7-2. And that has kind of been the case for both teams throughout this season as the first pitch to Eli Orge. Another high curveball that came down but was called off the plate. So the 1-0 by McLean is hit up the third baseline. Welch has it popped right into his midsection. A very strong throw from the third baseman gets him at first. Man, can Welch throw that ball.
Batting for Torrington, number 14.
Well, Billy McLean has looked good here in relief. Inherited 2 runners with no outs in the 6th and didn't allow either of them to score. He's now set down the last 4. He struck out the last 2 to end the 6th. Scoring the bunt up the third baseline. It will roll foul as John Welch plays it. So a strike on Oxendine. Now Oxendine going to take a little time, try to screw up the rhythm of McLean. 1-strike pitch is again fouled up the third baseline, this time swinging away, but he's down 0-2. And here comes the pitch on the outside corner, just very reaching out and just barely getting a piece of it up the first baseline. Eddie Schultz plays it and barely has to move for the second out of the inning as he touches the bag on his system.
Yeah, that hit the ground just fair, about 5 or 10 feet up the first base line, and it rolled up there right to first baseman Schultz.
He almost dove towards the Quarry Dogs dugout to hit that ball. First 2 are gone for Jeff Natale, and McLean finally puts a curveball in the strike zone. McLean, a lefty, has that hat tilted like most left-handers do. He throws that one up and away for ball 1. 1-1 on Natale.
Natale's 1 for 2. He struck out in the first, singled to left in the third, and then drew a walk in his last at bat in the 6th.
Fastball high. Natale thought about it, decided against it, and we'll get the bad news. It's now 1-2.
Natale stole a base in the 3rd inning on his single, but it came around to score on the home run by McFeely in the 6th.
And lining that ball fair down the left field line, past the diving Welch into left field. Foul territory. Roblin will cut it off, but an easy stand-up double for Jeff Natale as that ball stayed fair by about 3 inches. Keeps McLean away from the 1-2-3-7.
There's some nice placement by Natale right there, that double. Way down in the corner in left field.
Number 27.
And believe it or not, that's going to be the end for Billy McLean as the call of the bullpen goes out for Andy McNulty. And McLean pitched well. I guess he wasn't going to be the only arm used tonight by Connerty, as Microsoft had many an opportunity. We've only been able to capitalize when this man went yard with a man aboard in the 6th. Chance to do so again here in the 7th. If he does, that will make this game a lot closer. McNulty will bring the first pitch, a curveball. Drops down across the inside part of the plate for strike 1.
McFeely from Oregon State University. He's a sophomore.
Go Beavers. The next one, a hard fastball hit foul off the press box. 0-2 now.
McFeely batted .441 with 4 home runs, 6 triples, 19 doubles, and 15 stolen bases at Tacoma Community College.
There are 2 from McNulty. Another curveball stays low and outside. A ball and 2 strikes on the cleanup man. Right-handed hitting third baseman.
So he put up some pretty good numbers there before transferring to Oregon State University.
Transformed as well. Yeah. That one in the dirt. Good stop by Tucker. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
And hit the first home run in the 6th inning of the Twister season this year for the team. So they have 1 home run in their record. That's by McFeely.
Two and 2, a runner on second. 2 away in the 7th. And 2-7 at the plate. Pitch from McNulty. Taken in off the hands and fouled the other way. Like McFeely may have broken the bat, but he's not going to even bother checking. Again, the 2-2. Another curveball lined into left field. Roblin will have to play it on a couple of hops. The runner will score easily from second on the RBI single by Shane McFeely. He has all 3 runs batted in, and it's 7-3 Concord.
Well, Natale didn't stop running, and he got the go signal from the third base coach, and came right in to score on that. So it's now 7-3.
2 outs in the inning. Shane McFeely having himself a ball game.
Well hit ball by him just there.
Designated hitter, number
I know Nate
14,
Jaggers, he can do
Jaggers.
something. We're looking at almost a new ball game.
Jaggers is 1 for 3, grounded out to shortstop, back to the pitcher, and then singled to right in the 6th.
He hits the first one slowly up the third baseline. Welch bobbles it on the bare hand, gets control and throws the man out at first. John Welch is so good at coming in and using the bare hand. It's unbelievable. He shows it off again right there.
Top batter, number 28, Bobby Tewksbury.
So Tewksbury will lead off the 7th for the Quarry Dogs. Our leadoff man for Concord. Takes the first pitch, strike on the outer parts of the plate. Tewksbury tonight, just 1 official at bat as he takes another one just off the outside corner. 1-1. Lockton scored in the first, struck out in the third, and an RBI sac fly in the fourth. Squares the bunt and takes it outside. Count is 2-1. Tewksbury from the University of Vermont swings and misses on a pitch low. 2-2.
Darcy, a tall, slender right-hander, 6'4", 180 pounds, Manhattan College.
And that one is outside. Full count now on Tewksbury, who has gone full in 3 of his 4 at-bats. Darcy's second inning of work at a 1-2-3 6th. Gets Tewksbury to hit that one very high in the air, right behind the second base bag, actually more to the shortstop side, and Orge will pull it in for the first out.
Yeah, that was one of those pop-ups. You're not sure if it's ever going to come down.
It did take a very long time. No wind here, so nothing to wreak havoc in that regards.
Yep.
The only thing that has been wreaking havoc tonight is Brad Roblin, as he will come to the plate.
Now, Roblin's 3 for 3. Double to center, single to center, and then single to right. Scored a run, stole a base.
As an RBI, he takes the first one down low. An all-around good night for Roblin. We'll see his average go up. The next one is lined straight back, 1-1. Came in batting just .237, but 3 for 3 so far. More most likely his final at bat of the evening. Well, you never know. The 1-1 on the inside corner, 1-2.
And batting averages can fluctuate here, and especially at this point of the season. Not too many at-bats.
Roblin from Michigan. That one skips by the catcher for the backstop. 2-2.
Always a busy night for any catcher, and Juba is having one tonight.
The 2-2 on the way to Roblin. Swinging a foul ball up the third baseline. Oh, Ken Connerty tried to show off the range, but it was just out of his reach.
Nice attempt.
Nice attempt. I will give him lots of credit for that attempt. He had the range a good 6 or 7 feet to his left.
Get half a
He
star.
was right. The next one is dribbled up the third baseline. McFeely has it on the first, and just kidding, Roblin. Boy, McFeely doesn't look like he's in any hurry to get rid of that baseball.
Yeah, certain players have kind of a slow motion, like a delivery, almost like a pitcher sometimes. Seems like he's never going to get rid of the ball.
And these Quarry Dogs hustle up until the final bell. Rutland almost beat that one out. We've seen that happen a couple of times. In fact, I think Welch had one beaten out.
Batting Concord,
Base
number
umpire
4,
Gillespie called out
Farkas.
for Josh Farkas. The team's leading hitter, but he's 0 for 2.
McFeeler keeps getting them though,
Strike.
down at first base.
Yeah,
Close,
it seems to work.
close plays, but he's getting them.
Likes to make it exciting. 89.5 feet. Farkas jumps out of the way of that inside offering, 1-1. And Farkas 413 coming in, but 0 for 2, and he's now down a ball and 2 strikes as he swings through that very soft pitch from Darcy. And the 1-2 on the ground to the shortstop. Orich has a kick off his glove, will pick it up and throw, and still able to get the man. So 2 perfect innings in relief for Jesse Darcy. But his team still trails by 4, 7-3 as we go to the 8th. Official word has been handed down. July 12th, 7 p.m. is the first pitch in Sanford. Ted Juba to lead off the 8th against Andy McNulty. First pitch is a little low, ball 1. The next one right down the middle. 1-1 now on Juba with the Twisters trailing by 4. Another big curveball. What was wrong with that one? Was it called low? Called outside? Was it called inside? It's ball 2. I mean, nothing will come in with a fastball off the outside corner to the left-handed hitting Juba. He falls behind 3-1. Looks like this plate umpire has given up on a lot of curveballs tonight. A fastball just swung on and missed, but got through the legs of Tucker. No harm done. Full count.
Welch was playing almost even with the bag at third. Now he backs up. Straight away in center field is Farkas. Middle infielder's back.
The 3-2 swung on and hit deep to right field. Meade going back on the track will have that ball one hop the wall. Like one he may have been able to make a play on. Nonetheless, a leadoff stand-up double for Ted Juba. And the Quarry Dogs are certainly not out of the woods yet.
The batter.
Yeah, the Twisters are showing some fight here in the 8th inning.
They've been showing some fight really all throughout, really,
Right.
since that 5-run 4th inning. They have really yet to let go. They could have easily packed it in and said this was a wasted trip to New Hampshire. Instead, they've been fighting all the way through, really since the very first inning.
Yep.
Just unable to get the key hit. Now we'll see what Brian Kavanaugh is able to do. He will take the first one down low for a ball.
They're definitely making things happen. They just can't translate them into too many runs at this point. It's coming though.
They're making things happen. They're just not getting them done. And in to score is another one outside for McNulty, and he's down on Kavanaugh 2-0. As Emery Frederick warms up in the Quarry Dogs bullpen. And the 2-0 right down the middle for a strike. Right fielder. The line one in the left field for a base hit. Coming around to third is Juba. He will stop there as the throw shoots over the head of the third baseman, Welch, off the glove of Tucker. Now the runner is going to try to score. Tucker can't dig it out, and the run does come in to score. Kavanaugh down to second, and now the Q-Dogs can't make a play. And it's 7-4.
That'll be a single and an error for Kavanaugh. He reached first on a single, that's for sure. But then he's going down to second base on an error.
No RBI on the play, but that's the least of the Quarry Dogs' concern. And Connerty will have to make another pitching change. Emery Frederick will come in to impress the fam. Or the fans. Who is the fam? Either way, Emery Frederick on. He will have to face Cale Cruz as his first batter, left-handed hitting first baseman. Runner on second, suddenly just a 3-run lead. The first pitch is low, ball 1. Jose Pena still in line for the victory. You've seen the bullpen not do its job as that one is called inside, and it's 2-0. Fans haven't made too much noise all night. 820 in attendance. Attendance continuing to slip here at Dome. 2-0 from Frederick. Down the middle for a strike.
Well, Cruz hit a 3-run homer in the championship game for USCAA championship at Florida College to win that for Florida College in 2002.
Oh. 2 balls and a strike. Cruz, hard one hopper, past the pitcher along the second baseman, ranging over and making the play. That's a big first out of the inning. Kavanaugh down the third. That's a nice job there by Jason Long. So Cruz out 4-3. Kavanaugh down to third. Right now the Q-Dogs just need outs. Anthony Norman will bat.
Yeah, Cruz is now at Lynn University. That was back when he was at Florida College back in 2002. And that game-winning home run.
First pitch squaring the bunt. He takes it back. There was a safety squeeze as the runner on third did not break with the pitch. So it's a called strike.
The fourth run is earned. If he scores, it's already no, he scores.
So an 0-1 on the way is low and inside at the feet of Norman. 1-1.
Norman's had a tough night. He's 0 for 3. He struck out twice and hit back to the pitcher in the fourth.
He moved up to second in the air. He would have been first, and then he would have been
1-1. Just outside. And Frederick again falls behind 2-1. No pitcher has looked sharp here tonight for Concord. Jose Pena to start, Billy McLean, Andy McNulty, and now Emery Frederick facing his second batter. The 2-1. Swinging and hitting a chopper to the first baseman. Past Eddie Schultz down to right field. That ball looked like it just bounced away from him. And that goes into right field. The runner will score. Norman gets down to second base. And it will be a double for Norman, an RBI. And look at this. The tying run comes to the plate, and the man of Eli Orge.
Yeah, that was totally unexpected for Schultz at first base. I mean, that ball did hit something. It hit and then bounced to the right. It took a right on him and went right past him. And that was a funny play, a funny bounce on that double by Norman.
That ball was hit right up the first baseline and just kicked back to the glove side of Schultz and past him.
Yeah, he's expecting it to go straight towards him, then it went boom way over here.
Eli Orge represents the tying run. He takes the ball outside. Like I said, the first hour and a half went by quickly. Suddenly, we're going to be seeing 3+ hours of baseball. The 1-0. Line to center field. Farkas in. He will have to play it on a hop. The runner gets down to third base and Norman Orge down to first. And now the tying run is on. The go-ahead run comes to the plate. Oh, it's hit on such a line. I think Farkas may have had a play on it, but he decided to back off and had the ball fall in front of him.
He threw his arms up in the air. I don't know if he lost it somehow and had
I think
trouble.
he was trying to deke the runner.
I mean, he definitely had a little bit of trouble.
So now Matt Oxendine. My goodness, 5 unanswered runs for the Twisters. Here's the pitch well outside. Ball 1. There is action in the Quarry Dogs pen, and is Mike Mongiardini, arguably the best Q-Dog reliever on the season. They can't get anyone out right now. The runner from first takes off. Ball is hit on the ground to Welch. They got the runner picked off of third. Welch applies the tag, or does he? They say he does. He did apply the tag. So the runner is caught off of third base. John Welch with another spectacular heads-up play. That is the second out of the inning. John Welch continues to impress everybody that watches him play. So fielder's choice for Oxendine. Forge down to second, but a huge out. 5 unassisted. Norman gets caught on a play that he shouldn't have been leaving the bag at all.
It looked a little to us like Welch, the third baseman, dived past the runner and didn't tag him, but he did in fact tag him, which was Norman.
Jeff Natale, a long ball candidate. First pitch. Looked like a slider that stayed low from Frederick, ball 1. My goodness, the Quarry Dogs cannot play 9 solid innings this season. Everything with them has to be exciting, and in this case, there was no reason for it to be exciting. The 1-0 is high, ball 2.
Natale's 2 for 3, 2 singles and a walk and a strikeout.
Runners on first and second, but now 2 outs. The runner was picked out on third base. Here's the pitch. Oh, on the outside corner for a called strike. That might be a present there from Emerson. Emily Frederick bring the 2-1. Inside, 3 balls and a strike on Jeff Natale. Don't want to load the bases for McFeely. Another ball will do that. Emery Frederick with 2 down in the 8th. His team now leading by 2. Ball 4 is low. Natale walks. Oxendine to second, Orge to third, and Shea McFeely, who already has a home run tonight, will step to the plate with them loaded.
Yeah, big opportunity here. In the 8th inning. Just 2 runs down are the Twisters, 7-5 to score. Quarry Dogs with the lead still. The Twisters coming up with some major threats here in the 8th inning.
A hit here will tie this game, as long as he gets it out of the infield. As long as it's not like a swinging bunt. The outfield is playing medium depth. It's up the left field of Roblin, who is deep. The first pitch, important first strike. That one would be right down the middle to McFeely.
McFeely had the home run in the 6th. That was to left center. Singled to left in the 7th, drew a walk in the 3rd, and struck out back in the 1st.
1-0 from the 0-1, from Frederick. Islona gets away from Tucker to the backstop. The runner will come in to score. Everybody else advances 90 feet. Orge is the man who scores the run. Oxendine the 3rd, Natale the 2nd on the wild pitch from Frederick. And it's a 1-run lead for Concord. 6 unanswered runs, all coming in the last 3 innings. And now they're going to intentionally walk McFeely, with the count being 1-1.
This is exactly what we talked about before. You never know what's going to happen, and here we go. The Twisters, the major threat, just down by 1 run. Totally different game here. In the 8th
on
inning.
your toes here, Tuck. We've seen a couple of intentional walks where the pitches have been pretty erratic. Though those first 2, oh my goodness, those first 2 were perfect. Then Tucker almost dropped the ball, and he tried to bobble it to maintain control. He almost threw it to the backstop. This is one ugly baseball game for the Quarry Dogs, and it was an ugly baseball game through the first 4 innings for Torrington. Suddenly they're down by a run, a base hit here, and the Twisters will have their first lead of the game as Nate Jaggers, the 9th man to bat in the inning. Each team has batted around in this ball game. The Quarry Dogs leading it 7-6, but 2 runs in the 6th, 1 in the 7th, and 3 in here in the 8th inning have made it a 7-6 ball game. Quarry Dogs scored 2 in the 1st and 4 in the 5th. Excuse me, 5 in the 4th. The first one, the Jaggers on the inside corner for strike 1.
Well, Jaggers is 1 for 4. He grounded out to short in the first, back to the pitcher in the third, singled to right in the sixth, and then grounded out to third base in the seventh.
Bases loaded of Twisters, 7-6 in the eighth. And the 0-1 right down the middle, 0-2. Crowd trying to get into this. And now not trying. He remains silent. Frederick will bring the 0-2. Well outside, off the glove of Tucker, the runner from third comes about a quarter of the way down, maybe a third of the way down, and realizes that the ball didn't get too far away from Tucker. Everybody stays put, and the count now a ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, the previous time that happened, the ball went all the way back to the wall. Tucker had to chase it all the way down. That was only about maybe 15 feet away from home plate, and the runner on third was able to realize that in time.
So now the 1-2 is on the way. Ball 2, and again, Tucker lunging to his right to keep that ball in front of him. Derek Tucker with a workout here in this inning alone.
He's a good defensive catcher.
Yes, he is. Kennesaw State, Division II, Georgia. Second-year Quarry Dog member as well. Emery Frederick from Southern. Now we'll bring the 2-2. In the dirt again. And now with a full count pitch on the way and the bases loaded, everybody will be on the move. It will be Oxendine from third, Natali from second, McFeely from first as Jaggers will watch the payoff pitch. Frederick to the set. Here it comes. Swinging in a line drive into center field. One run is in, the second one being run. Ball gets under Farkas's glove. A third run will score as it rolls all the way to the wall. Going on to third is the batter Jaggers. 3-run score, and it is 9-7 Torrington.
Well, first it was a nice hit by Jaggers, and what a break. That ball ended up going all the way back to the mound, clearing the bases.
It will be a 2-run single, 2 RBI single, excuse me, for Jaggers. The third run will be on the error on the center fielder Farkas, as that ball just went right under his glove. And just like that, the Twisters have come all the way back to take a 9-7 lead, and Emery Frederick will have to take the slow walk back to the dugout. Mike Mongiardini will be the new batter. I do not
They could have just popped out, it would have all been over, and it would have only been a 2-run inning, and now they're ahead 9-7.
Mongiardini will face Juba. Runner on third. And Mongiardini will step off. Will have an appeal play at second. They must have said one of the runners missed the bag. Tewksbury, that's the second time Tewksbury has tried that this season. Each time the play was not reversed, upheld. So now it is officially 9-7 Torrington, and the first one from Mongiardini is outside. What is going on here tonight? The wackiness continues for the Quarry Dogs here on game number 13 for them. The 1-0. It's hit high in the air down the third baseline foul. Welch going over, stands on the warning track, and now puts it away. So just 2 pitches for Mongiardini to end the inning. But the damage is done and then some. 6 runs in the inning for the Twisters. We'll head to the bottom of the 8th with the Twisters enjoying their first lead of the ball game, 9-7. For Torrington, helped off by 2 Q-Dog errors. Derek Tucker, which allowed a run to score, and the ball just going underneath Farkas's glove, allowing at least 1 more run to score, maybe even 2. Now Eddie Schultz will start the inning, and he takes the first pitch strike.
Schultz is 1 for 3, a single, and scored a run.
Darcy again working quickly, and Schultz fouls that one off of himself. He's now 0-2. St. John's, the big right-hander. With the 0-2, it is high and outside. Darcy working with a 2-run lead. Here's the pitch, hit right back to him off of his glove, but it stays in front of him. And the out is made at first, 1-3. Eddie Schultz hit the ball hard, but he hit it literally right back to Darcy.
Yeah, not much reaction time. That's not even the type of play where the pitcher can get out of the way. It was good for him to knock it down. He was just right there and picked it up and threw him out.
7 up and 7 down by Jesse Darcy here tonight in relief. Now John Welch, first one is low and in the dirt, or outside and in the dirt.
Here's my new lucky seat.
Big third baseman waits, and that one is low and outside. 2-0 now. And that one on the inside corner. 2 balls and a strike now on John Welch. Tonight is struck out based on the error by the shortstop and grounded out to the third baseman. And he swings through one there. The count now 2-2. And here's the pitch. It is outside. Full count now on Welch.
Well, Darcy's a freshman, but as a senior in high school, he was named MVP and was a Diamond Award winner as best pitcher of Nassau County.
And Welch follows that one off right through his legs. So again, the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Welch goes after one high and out of the strike zone for the second out in the 8th, and suddenly the Corps Dogs are down to 4 outs to go. Darryl Crowley looks like he's going to be taken back for a pinch hitter. And it will be Zach Meerbach pinch hitting for Crowley. The left-hander from Eastern Connecticut State. Crowley on the day went 0 for 2. He did draw a walk and scored in the 4th inning, but he will give way to Zach Meerbach. Meerbach on the season, the newest Quarry Dog, batting just 167, 1 hit and 6 at-bats. Just have a run scored. Still trying to get used to the surroundings here. He's hit the ball hard on a number of occasions. He just hit it right at fielders. He's also gotten on base by a bunt, which resulted in an error, but really the error was made because of his blazing speed. First pitch to the lefty, curveball that has his back bending back. I could have been said better, I'm sure, but I think you get my point. Count is 0-1. And the next one is inside. Quarry Dogs with 4 outs, or else they will lose this game, trailing 9-7. And Meerbach takes that one low, 2-1. The Twisters' anemic offense has looked superb here tonight, at least over the last 3 innings. Meerbach hits that one hard on the ground, right to the second baseman, bobbles it, picks it up, and still gets Meerbach by a step. So 3 perfect innings in relief for Jesse Darcy. We will go to the 9th, and the Twisters looking for insurance. Lead in there as long as I thought. Kind of a quick hook for all of them. None of them really pitched all that bad. Mongiardini again needed only 2 pitches to end the inning. They will throw here on the 9th against Brian Kavanaugh. First one is in and on the dirt for ball 1.
Well, Kavanaugh singled to left in his last at-bat. Later came across to score on double.
The 1-0 squares the bunt and takes it outside for ball 2. comes the 2-0 with his line back behind us, foul.
Kavanaugh also doubled back in the second. He doubled the center and reached on a fielder's choice in the sixth. Stole second base.
The 2-1 is fouled back again. The count now 2 balls and 2 strikes on Kavanaugh. The Twisters leading it 9-7. 9 unanswered runs for Torrington, all in the last 3 innings. We're in the 9th. Throwing to the leadoff man in the inning. And we'll have to throw a full count pitch as that one skips to the backstop.
6 of those runs are in the 8th inning. A disastrous inning for the Quarry Dogs and a turnaround inning for the Twisters.
That could be the key inning to a key ball game for the rest of this season for both teams. It's being a bit drastic for the Quarry Dogs. A little nubber up the third baseline. Walsh will have to use the bare hand again. He uses it, but the throw was a little high, and Kavanaugh probably would have had it beaten out anyway. And an infield single for Kavanaugh to open up the 9th, as the Twisters would like to put a few more runs on the board for a more comfortable lead.
Number 42, Dale Cruz.
Cruz will take his first at bat from the right side tonight against the lefty Mangiardini. Mangiardini, a very good pickoff, and right there you see it. They got the runner picked off. Schultz will now throw to Tewksbury. Tewksbury will fake the throw to the pitcher, and they got the runner picked off 1-6-3. I tell you, Mangiardini can do that all day. Allow the man to get on base and then pick him off. Or, excuse me, 1-3-6 on the pickoff. There have been a number of calls that's a balk, but Mangiardini lifts that leg straight up and looks towards the plate before finally throwing over to first. So Kavanaugh, just like that, is erased on a pickoff. So now Cruz will see the first pitch of the at-bat now with no one on and takes it high and outside. Next one to Cruz, swing and a miss for strike 1.
Now Cruz is 0 for 4 on the night. Flied out to left, flied out to center, struck out looking, and then grounded out to second base.
The 1-1 is on the way on the inside corner for strike 2.
Outfielders playing fairly deep, and everybody playing pretty much straight away. Infielders playing back.
The 1-2. Curveball alone outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes now on Cruz. And the next pitch is lobbed in the air over the head of Tewksbury and falls in for a bloop single for Cruz. Back-to-back singles to open up the inning, but the pickoff really helps.
It's always important to get that first out.
And that will bring up Anthony Norman.
Norman in his last at-bat in the 8th doubled to right.
First pitch is on the way to the lefty. After a pickoff attempt, they got him picked off. Oh my goodness. And now, of course, Cruz is going to call for a balk, but nothing doing on that. Pickoff 1-3. So Mangiardini has allowed singles to the first 2 and then picked him off. Picked each of them off. So now there's no one on and 2 outs. And the first pitch is coming to Norman. It's It's a strike on the outside corner. Giardini can make a living just off that pickup. I think he can make an instructional video and earn millions. Sell it to every left-handed young person in the world.
Yeah, 2 in a row just now.
And that one hit the other way on the ground to the third baseman. Welch plays it on a short hop, the strong throw. And we have the most awkward 1-2-3 inning you could possibly imagine. Nonetheless, the Quarry Dogs need 2. And a message for CCTV viewers. This game is underwritten in part by Teddy's Trees, 9 Crowley Street in Concord, specializing in custom silk screening for over 20 years. We know who the new left fielder is yet?
Twisters do have a new left fielder, but we can't tell who it is from back here. Natali is definitely out of left field. The crowd is getting into it here. They're banging on the aluminum bleachers here in the grandstand and getting into their team.
It's about time. 820 have been silent through 8.5. Now they try to get into it with Andy Mead at the plate. Squares the bunt, takes it back, but it's a called strike.
Jesse Darcy back on the mound for the Twisters. He's done superbly the last 3 innings. 1, 2, 3 in the 6th, 7th, and 8th.
The 0-1 is another, like maybe a slider on the outside corner, and Mead is down 0-2. A couple of players left on the Q-Dogs bench. Devin Thomas, Jeff Spites, as that one is fisted back behind us. So the count remains 0-2. And Brandon Revis. Looks like Devin Thomas is on the on-deck circle. Pinch hit for Tucker. Again, the 0-2 is outside. Mead went after it, and what a play. Diving out is the catcher Jubach to bring it in. And I don't know what Mead was swinging at, but he goes down on strike swinging. And it will be Devin Thomas pinch hitting for Tucker here in the 9th.
Well, that's Darcy's second strikeout in his innings of work. He's retired a lot on ground balls, a lot of ground ball outs, and 2 strikeouts now.
6 ground ball outs and 2 strikeouts to be exact. Of the 10 hitters that he's faced, and he's retired all 10 of them. Pinch hitter Devin Thomas watches a strike go by on the outside corner. He's a switch hitter batting from the left side. Been swinging a rather hot bat. He comes in batting .361. And the 0-1 is a curveball low.
He's got his own mini no-hitter going.
His own perfect game going. Mini perfect game.
All right, yeah, that's true.
1-1 is on the way. It is on the inside corner. Thomas twisted out of the way, but it's a called strike, and he's down 1 ball and 2 strikes.
There's a bit of a gap in right center, shaded over to left field as the center fielder.
Pitch is dribbled up the first baseline, played on a couple of hops by Cruz, and the Quarry Dogs are down to their final out.
That was a slow little dribbler down to first base.
And Jason Long looks like he's going to be pinch hit for. Jeff Spites makes his way out of the dugout from Dartmouth. He will represent the Quarry Dogs' last opportunity. Spites batting .259 on the season, 7 hits and 27 at-bats. If Spites can't do anything, this is going to be one tough ball game to swallow for the Quarry Dogs. Jesse Darcy looking for the win. He throws a first pitch strike on the inner half of the plate. The next one, swing and a miss. Spites is down 0-2, and Darcy looks as strong as ever. He is 1 strike away from a thrilling comeback victory for the Twisters. Here's the 0-2. Stays just a bit high. And again, working quickly. Here's the pitch. Swing and just getting a piece of it as Spites splintered the end of the bat into about 4 pieces. And I do mean splintered.
Right.
He'll have to go get a new twig. Stays alive at 1 and 2, but most of the fans are exiting. Most of the fans that aren't related or host family, host housing, a player, making their way to the exits with the Twisters up by 2 here in the 9th. Bottom of the 9th, no one out and no one on and 2 out. And Jeff Spites, the pinch hitter, with a 1-2 pitch, and it is just off the outside corner. Oh my goodness, that one's been a strike all night. So it's 2-2 on Spites. And now he lets that one go just a bit outside, and the count is now full. And if Spites can get on Tewksbury, he'll have a chance to tie it.
Yeah, Spites got up there really eager, and then now he's showing a lot of patience.
Full count pitch, swung on and foul tipped into the mitt of the catcher Juba. And this is quite a victory for the Torrington Twisters. Keep this one in mind for the rest of the season.
Oh, yeah.
9-7 is the final here in Concord. The Twisters scored 9 runs, unanswered runs, to win the game 9-7.